I know it's not. Good luck. You just never know.
They're terrified. Right, yeah.
Same as I've done every single week. I did nothing differently. I have no idea.
I think the girl.
Try it again. Look at this. The bell? Oh, maybe it's the bell. Play my.
Also, on the John Mulaney show next week, he's gonna fight
good?
3 14-year-olds. Because they were like, he goes, in our writing room,
He's a guru.
conversation
Adjust it.
14-year-olds going to beat up John Mulaney. And they're
I
gonna,
should
they're
watch
gonna
what he
do it
does.
on us. He goes, we've talked to our legal department, we can do this. Yeah. Hey, you should call into John Mulaney.
Try this again. Testing. Should get a check. Mic check. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew Kia. Appreciate that. All right. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stay standing, please, Chris.
It's very unfair.
Let us begin our meeting with a shared spirit of service and unity. Let us commit to upholding the principles of integrity, compassion, and respect in all our endeavors. Let the spirit of our fellowship guide our activities and the four-way test inform our decisions. As we strive to make a positive impact on our community and the world, let us act with kindness and empathy, helping others as we grow together in Rotary, united by to build a better world.
Thanks. And then we'll read the Rotary four-way test from the banner of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it goodwill? tasks of lining up programs and doing fellowship, but invocation and greeting is just assigned across the entire club. So I thought that was a great point to make and make sure that people know how that's done. You can always find a sub if you are unavailable. All right. And who has our fellowship today? Yay, Andrew Kita.
I enjoyed the Andy supporting the Andy. Thank you, Andy. Awesome. Okay. We have some guests here today. Chris is here. You got the invitation, so thank you, Chris. Ray, you have a guest? Where's Ray? Ray's not here? Oh, you're here on behalf of Ray. Welcome. And we have a student guest here today. Who's got the student?
She can introduce herself.
Hi, it's just me. I'm here like all the time.
We're gonna get a chair with your name plaque on it
I
or
was gonna
something.
say, she's a regular.
Might as well join the club.
I know.
You're never too young to join.
No, but this is my last time coming for the school year. Breaks my
Yay.
Wow.
Join the club just because I said that.
Okay. Way to go, Andy.
I said like that every single
Oh, where are we at on birthdays? Mary Beth is coming up on the 24th. And Mary Beth also, her anniversary is on the 23rd. So congratulations to that. So we're gonna do some scholarship money today. I know I always said that, you know, it's easy to do May for fellowship because you got Mother's Day and Memorial Day. I'm not gonna do the Memorial Day one, it's overdone. I did some other fun stuff. So it's May 19th. There's some special days today. Today is National Elected Officials Day. Not including the city council. We'll go over here. Not including the city council. How many boards and commissions does the city of Clinton have? Plus or minus 2. Heather, how many boards and commissions, including the city council? How many boards and commissions?
Elected board and commissions?
No, volunteer. How many boards and commissions?
Our answers are ranging from 15 to 30, so let's go with 30.
21. How do they find time to do 21 boards and commissions? What the heck? All right, Tom, my table back there. Today is also National What is the world's record for the longest frog jump held by Noah Moller of Sweden? Is it A, 9.8 feet, B, 10.2 feet, C, 11 feet, or D, 11.6 feet?
Can you demonstrate for the room?
No. These hamstrings don't lie.
This is a person jumping like a frog.
Yeah. Person jumping like a frog, doing a frog jump. A, B, C, or D? D is correct. D is correct. 11.6 feet. Kathy, your table. Today's also Malcolm X Day. It is Malcolm X's birthday. Malcolm X's birthday. What is Malcolm X's original last name? Is it Smith, Little, Jackson, or Williams?
Little.
He says Little. It is Little. That is correct. Madam President, your table. Today is also Hepatitis Testing Day. We're not going to talk about Pamela Anderson. Okay? That was more serious. How many fatalities worldwide are connected to hepatitis? Is it 1.3 million, 1.8 million, 2 million, or 2.5 million? Worldwide, every year.
What was it, 1.3, 1.8?
1.3, 1.8, 2 million, or 2.5 million? It is 1.3. A little better than you thought, but still, a lot of people every year have hepatitis. Andy Green, you're gonna love this one. This is the last question I got. Also on today's birthday is JoJo Siwa. Can you name me a single JoJo Siwa song?
What? Boomerang.
I was kidding.
Oh.
Actually, what TV show did she first appear on? What reality TV show? Dance Moms is correct. There you go.
I went to college with JoJo Siwa's cousin.
Oh,
That's the only reason I know that person exists.
was that person just as annoying as JoJo Siwa is?
Nope.
Oh, wow. All right. Excellent. Thank you all very much.
Just raise your hand if you know who is JoJo Siwa. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
That's good. Just curious, just curious. Dale, let's introduce our program today.
JoJo Siwa has the voice of a 40-year-old man who smokes every day for his lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we today? Good. Just wanted to let you know that the Cubs swept the White Sox the last couple days.
That's not hard to do. So did everybody else.
And they're still in first place, so go Cubs. We don't have any Cardinal fans here, do we?
Yep. Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3,
Well, I'm proud.
4. Okay, you 4 can leave.
You want to sleep before the Cardinals take over first?
When the Cardinals take over first,
Win?
Win.
I like what you're talking about.
next year, maybe, next 10 years. Hey, it's my privilege to welcome fellow Rotarian, Ray Jimenez. So J's are silent, is that right? Something like that. Number 1 man is Pastor Fidel Henderson. He's going to bring us up to date on what's happening in the other end of town.
All right.
Well, greetings, everybody. I'm Pastor Fidel. I'm working with the Victory Center. And today is a wonderful day. We have adjusted our bylaws. And the reason for the adjustment to our bylaws is to qualify for grants in the sense that we wouldn't have the religious stigma attached to it, which also opens us up to several things. So we're gonna go, we call this the laying of the foundation. Paul Rastrelli had put this together, this package together, so he's not here to present it, unfortunately, so I will, and I'll do it to the best of my ability, because it was short notice. So I love impromptus. Laying the foundation. So question 1, how many men and women and children are currently housed at the Victory Center Ministries? Just take a guess. How many you think at the women and the men, just a total number? I'll say anywhere between, let's say 10. You think it's higher than 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 22.
Let's go. 22? Okay, that's one guess, 22.
120.
120, oh, that's really high. Okay.
40.
So it's between, I'll say it's between 22 and 120.
76.
76, okay. Any other guesses? Well, right now it's 31. 31 at the women and men's shelter currently. Then how many homeless people are currently in Clinton County? You might want to take a guess on that. As of 2022, they gave a stat. And the stat, I'll just give you that one because I was actually blown away. But it says 1,296 in Clinton County. 1,296 homeless people are in the county. Then it says, how many years has VCM been serving those in need? Anybody want to guess how long the Victory Center been in existence?
40 years.
Close. Close.
36.
40,
Close.
35.
Close.
People now.
38. 38 years. The Victory Center. It just happened. 38 years just turned on April. April 2nd. So we just celebrated 38 years. And then it says, how many pounds of food? That's a good one. How many pounds of food does the VCM give out in a month? In 1 month. How many pounds?
2,500.
Ooh, that's a good number, but it's a little lower.
2,100.
Lower.
1,800.
Lower.
1,200.
A little higher.
1,500.
A little lower. Right there. So you're close enough. It's 14,004 pounds of food given away.
14,000.
Yeah, 14,000. Oh, wait, did I say what?
14.
Yeah, 14,000 pounds is given away. So I'm sorry, the initial number, I was looking at it wrong. Yeah, 14,000 pounds is per month. So it's a total of total is we have here 70,000 between January and May is 70,486 pounds. 70,000. And then how many meals does VCM serve a month? 1 month. Meals served per month. Someone said 27?
5,000.
A little lower than 5,000. It's 2,728 meals per month. And then the last question Paul was asking is how many know of anyone that's experienced homelessness recently?
Can we ask a more?
Yeah.
I don't want to take over your,
No.
how many in this room personally?
Wow. It's an interesting thing you never dream about being homeless. You know, it's one of those things that circumstances and life choices and sometimes not even no fault of your own that leads to a point where you could end up homeless. I'm grateful. That's one of the reasons why I'm grateful for the Victory Center existence here, because it gave me another chance to do some great things in life. Being a father of 3, all my children live in Cedar Rapids currently, but we managed to stay in touch, and I just love fellowshipping with my kids. I mean, they'll be out of school here in June, and so we'll be going on a trip and doing some things and for like 2 weeks. So I'm excited about spending time with them and seeing them. But the Victory Center as a whole has decided to make this new change that is very important in terms of how we're going to help people that didn't want to be able to come into the program because of the religious aspect of the program. So now what we're doing is we're starting small. It's gonna be like 6 beds because you gotta, for 30 days, people will be able to come in and use the shelter as the emergency shelter. 30 days, you'll come in, no mandates whatsoever. You just come in, and we still have some policies and procedures that we're working through to, how we're gonna handle with 6 people, but they'll come in, utilize the facilities. The hope is to use their time wisely, to plug in with the YWCA and the library to utilize the resources there to help these participants get back on their feet rapidly and transfer out of the program. Now, if they want to go into the 9-month program, which is the spiritual aspect, they'll have that choice. And that's one thing that we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure that we can start helping other people just because they may not agree like us in faith. We still want to help them. And I think that's one of the things that we were looking at. How can we still be more effective in the community? I think 2025 is the year of being effective in our communities and tackling this number of 1,296 homeless people, and just giving them the hope is they'll come in, utilize the resources, get the things that they need to move on. And even if they need, dependency issues, they can plug in with New Directions, Life Connections. The whole goal is to find out what's going on with the participant and get them going in the right direction. That's the hope of the whole program. Well, how do we get there? Because Victory Center has, been only donor funded, period. Pastor Ray has elected to the federal funding of any sort because a lot of times the funding came with red tape. And in the current bylaws, there was the conflict of interest, obviously, with the religious aspect of it. So Pastor A said, no, I'm not gonna, that's not gonna take any federal funds. I'll just do other things that we can do. Like we did a witness play and that brought in some income. We do an annual golf event, which we'll be doing here again very soon. I got a date for the golf event. He said, oh no. But the annual golf event is June 28th on a Saturday. And so as people that want to get involved with that can reach out to the Victory Center, we can get you a flyer and get you the information there for how you sign up for the golf. But we're doing, we would do things like the golf, the witness play, and just trying to bridge the gap with the funding. The thing that we noticed though as we went through is the struggles. So VCM is in the black annually until Q3. Donations are down as the donated demographic decreases in number. VCM leadership and structural organization structure, and that's part of the bylaws. And we not qualified for local, state, or federal grants due to the mandates. We did apply recently. The YWCA has some money available. We couldn't even take, because of the mandates that we had, we couldn't even qualify for the funding. Alethea, told us, man, we want to help you guys, but we really couldn't. So that was the last straw that Pastor Ray decided that, hey, let's meet, let's talk about this, and let's see if we can get it turned around. So here it is, the 2024 annual. We get to see that the first and second quarter, there's a shortfall. And usually January through June is always our tough months because we just get funding, like I said, only through donations. And the third and fourth quarter, where we're getting into a more fruitful season, you have Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all those things that come over, and we get a surplus from those areas. And that usually carries us through. And so every time we start the year, we're starting with very little funding. And so it really it's really hard to, when you have increases in your utilities and the water and all those things. We recently even lost power at the women's home due to the shortage of funds, and we had to work something out with the Lion to be able to get the services back up and running. So we did have that, and that's where the women and children live, and that was a hard thing to go through. But we had raised some funding for that. This thing going way too fast. And so the struggles, the women's shelter, again, the power got cut off in April. Everybody, pay was reduced. The men and women's shelter facilities are in dire need of repair. 2 of 6 showers working in the 48 bed, and 4 of 6 toilets working for, I think that's what he put in there. So 4 of 6 toilets appear to be needing some service there. And then storage is needed for the food pantry, and roughly about, it's more than 3,000 behind in bills, but we worked out payment plans and things of that nature. A lot of that's Alliant Energy. Alliant Energy is just is brutal. Every month we're seeing, $1,200-$1,300 bills, easy. And that we're not raising that kind of funding on a monthly basis. So it makes it hard. So then the bylaw change, the reason for the bylaw change, again, is to bridge the gap. We believe after going after funding, and we link up with funding, we'll be able to achieve the money that we need to carry us over through the first and second, third and fourth, be sustainable. One thing I can say, First Central Bank has been very instrumental in assisting us with a grant writer. They had reached out, we reached out to them, talked to them about a resource, and they were able to produce a grant writer. Right now, we're trying to get in touch with the grant writer and talk with her and see what we can do there. But one has been allocated for us to sit down and talk with, so we're looking to do that. That was another thing, to go out the grants, and just more grants without to increase funding in some state. But we are excited about the new change and what that's going to mean, because there's several people that wanted to come in. We had recently, and they was like, well, do I have to go to Bible study, or if I have to go to this? And we was like, well, currently you would, but after the 19th you won't. And then it's like, well, I'll just wait till after the 19th. And so they, but they remain homeless until then. So now I'm glad now that that's in place. They won't have to wait now. They'll just be able to come in and not have to wait and get service. So that's the big news that we had planned for the 9 months for the new 30-day program. The 9 months program, there's really no change in the 9 months program. The 9 month program still exists. A lot of people, we just had some people graduate from the 9 month program, which is nice. We had actually it started in the beginning there. So we have these graduates here were in the 9 months program. Greg and Angie and Richard, they actually were in an in-state program as well. And so they went on by extension to go into our 2-year biblical course. And these three, they graduated from the biblical course as well. So, and Christine, she's just getting started here. She's just graduated from the 9 month program about 2 months ago. So we're seeing some success with the 9 month program. People are staying for a longer period of time and they finding, faith is helping them with their journey. With this with the 30-day program, we're gonna see. I'm curious to see how this is gonna all play out. I'm excited about it because it's a new opportunity. Everybody in we're all on board with seeing how we can do, to help, just to help people. And so in helping people, we're hoping that translates to others, helping us to support these people so we can, give the reports on these success rates and to see where people, their contributions are really going to help change lives. So, in a nutshell, that's what's really going on at the Victory Center is that obviously that the donations isn't going to be able to sustain us. And now we just need to go after grants, and now we adjusted our bylaws to do so. So that was the big change for 2025 and going forward. Well, like I said, we'll have about 6 beds allocated right now to those participants that come in for 30 days. And then we're going to see what really happens in that time. So I'm gonna open the floor. If anybody has any questions, go ahead, Carrie.
I do have a question. So I just started thinking about development and fundraising, and a lot of organizations really rely on a development committee or a board of directors. Does Victory Center have a board of directors in place?
We do. I'm one of the board members, but we have a team right now. It's John Eastlick. You have Steve Harmon. You have Eugene Richter. You have myself. And have they found anybody?
Pastor Ray on the board.
He's you're right, Pastor Ray. As the chairman. So we do have that in place. But going forward with the 30-day, we're looking at maybe adding some additionals there as well to oversee the 30-day program that we want to institute. We're trying to see if we can maintain that separate, because some grants may require some stipulations there, in terms of your board, and and we have what they call religious relationship. They may want a non-secular in that case, so we may have some challenges there. Those are some things that we're looking at as well. So we have to be open. Obviously we're opening up to it, so we have to be open to we may have to have some new board members as well in terms of managing that program. Any other questions? Sure.
With changing the bylaws, is the idea that the religious stuff can still stay, but is optional?
That's exactly it. It's optional. It's not, before it was sort of like mandated, but now it's just optional. If you want to come in and participate in a 30-day, then you're in a 30-day program. And then, like I said, we have a structure in place to help you. But at the end of 30 days, if you decide, say you decide that you want to go into the 9 month program, you can at the end of that 30 days, if you decide to, you can, participate in that. If all of a sudden you feeling the nudge and the change to go into do something different to extend your stay, or maybe to go into the program, it's perfectly acceptable. Actually, that's what we hope happen, really. As a pastor, I want to see people saved. That's my goal. But at the same time, I get it. Some people don't believe like I do. So, but I still want to help them as best we can. Any other questions?
Go far, I'll give you this. So our tradition, Fidel, is to have our speaker sign a book. Then we'll donate this to the Clinton Public Library on your behalf. This is my bag, is the book. So we'll have you sign that, please. And then I want to thank Kathy for greeting today, and Chris for invocation, and Andrew Kita for fellowship, and thanks to Mary and Dale for a great month of programs. With that, experience the magic of Rotary. Thank you, Fidel. Very nice.
Thank you, Harry, for having me.
It was nice.